For over 30 years, HBCU Image has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically black colleges and universities legendary. Whether you're a student or a lifelong supporter, our gear lets you wear your HBCU story with confidence and style. Because when you wear HBCU Image, you're not just wearing clothes. You're wearing culture. You're wearing pride. You're wearing purpose. HBCU Image, a Kenny T's company.
From cancer care to accidental injuries to cardiac care, we all know that there are times that you can't control what happens in your life. But with Globe Life Family Heritage, you can be prepared to weather the storm when it comes. Call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com. With over 25 years of serving communities, Dr. Beverly Eagles Rogers is here to help you and your family through difficult times. Dr. Beverly takes pride in Globe Life being one of the few companies that returns 100% of premiums to clients that stay healthy. So for more information, call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com.
Are you hungry for authentic Caribbean food like jerk chicken, oxtail, red snapper, shrimp, tofu, and rasta pasta? Well, find your way over to Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta.
Them belly full, but we hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, open daily from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And on Friday and Saturday, we're open till 4 a.m. Come to Mango's and put some spice in your life.
So we've got a good thing going.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta. For more info or directions, call 404-698-3992 or log on to mangoscaribbeanrestaurant.com. For instant coupons, text MANGOS to 313131.
Tell your mama hungry, papa hungry, brother hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, authentic Caribbean cuisines.
Open up the door, tell your mama hungry.
You're looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics. There's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
This is the Dean of the College of HBCU Sports, Kenyatta Cavill of Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Come mix it up in the lab where the course lecture is in session every Tuesday from 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook Live, YouTube Spreaker, or the BCSN app, as we discuss all things about the HBCU sports culture, including exploring the week that was in the sporting HBCU diaspora, as well as the upcoming week of HBCU sports. With me, the Dean, the College of HBCU Sports, on Dr. Cavill's Inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Mike Washington and Charles Bishop. Course lecture dismissed.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids' apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
When it comes to professional learning, teachers deserve better. From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that gives teachers choice and flexibility, allowing them to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. It's time you take charge of your learning. Visit us today to get started.
For over 30 years, HBCU Image has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically black colleges and universities legendary.
1 2 1 2. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, man?
Ain't that man? He was up there talking to himself.
Yeah, you saw that.
Yeah.
He's trying to help him, man.
Since trouble gone, let me go ahead and do what he would do. So, I got a question for y'all. So check this out, man. If you go to a pizza spot and they put sauce on your pizza, is it really just a pizza?
They put sauce on your pizza. It's just a pizza.
Yeah, is it really just a pizza? Nah, I'm just messing with you, Mo.
Like this,
He started with some random question that only makes sense to him, and then he tried to drive it home to us. How you doing on this Wednesday, man?
Can't complain about yourself.
I can't do no complaining, man. What the weather like in Arizona?
Oh man, today is cool. It's cool. It will be cool for us today. Let's see. I'm gonna tell you. Watch this. Watch it be like 80. Let's see it. 82. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm right. It's a nice day, man. It's nice.
It's 80 here, but we got a nice breeze, so it make it perfect.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Y'all got a lot of humidity too, so.
Yeah. I'm trying to ease on down the road so I can do this show from the confines of my own home.
I see that, man. What happened to our fearless leader?
He was talking about the wrong thing and left. He ran off. We're gonna take over the show. He ain't back in 2 minutes. It's over with.
He said, "Let me reconnect my mic."
The name of the show and everything.
Yeah. He said, "Let me reconnect my mic and I'll be back." So there it is, right there, people. Here it come.
Can y'all hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right, I can't figure out what's going on with the camera here, but I got the microphone on, so we gonna get back to yours. Let me go and do my late intro. What's up, Brian David? What's happening? We're gonna figure out this. We're gonna figure this thing out. It's crazy. The camera was working and the mic wasn't working, and the mic working and the camera ain't working. So just bear with the invisible brother.
Hear no evil, see no evil.
You know what I'm saying? It's March 11, 2026. It's I actually started on time, but it's 4 after now. So here's my first as my monologue goes. You know, I'm always amazed at people who I perceive to be slightly intelligent, who never cease to amaze me sometimes. And it's like 2-3 times a year for the past 10, 15 years, we've seen the same post circulating every year. The first one being people who post this disclaimer. Hold on, let me pull it up and read it because I want to read exactly what it says. Just in case you missed it on some fake news show, they ain't what it always say, but they name a news show that can't nobody find. A legal spokesperson advised us to post this notice. This violation of privacy can be punishable by law. Note, Facebook is now a public entity. Every member must post a note like this. If you do not publish a statement like this at least once, it will be technically understood that you are permitting the use of your photos as well as the information contained in your profile status updates. I hereby declare I do not give Facebook Meta my permission to use any of my personal data. I also don't give AI permission to look at my internet presence, period. I do not agree to let anyone offer me AI without my specific authorized permission. What the fuck? Y'all do know this is a public forum. Anything you put on here can be used by everybody. And guess what they don't need? They don't need your permission. When you sign up for a Facebook page, you agree that all of this is public info. There is nothing that you can hide. What's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? Idiots. It's Facebook. This is social media. You have no, as the English people would say, you have no privacy. If you want privacy, close your page down. They can't come into your house and take your shit. But come on now. And I always see people who I used to think were smart publishing this. And I'm like, y'all. And my favorite question, because y'all gonna see it, fellas. Ask them what show they see it on. Because, oh, I saw it on the news. Well, what news did you see it on? Because I want to see it. I want to see what my attorney told. What's your attorney name? Because let me tell you how stupid your attorney is on the scale of 1 to 10. They're 18 and a half on the stupid scale. So I'm puzzled, ladies and gentlemen. Yolanda, you know, you win this. So I'm just trying to figure out what the Waka Flock is going on. Are you really that dumb where you think you can post a picture and somebody can't use it? Have y'all not seen Facebook? Because I know y'all got some friends that love to clown people. Mo, I know we got friends when people say stuff, they go straight to their page and pull out pictures and start clowning them in group posts. This is you. We all know the person who posts something about the way somebody look or the way somebody do something. Somebody come back with pictures from their page. You looking like a tadpole talking about you want this in a woman. You like this talking about you want this in a man. They pulling your own pictures. Guess what? They don't need your permission. They might not be able to see everything on your page if you make it private, but they can still see some stuff. How many times we see posts about people stop telling so my information? You can't keep none of this shit private. You can't keep none of this shit private. So why do y'all keep doing this? Why? And it happens 2 or 3 times a year. And I ask people, which show did you see this on? Please, for the life of everything that's in me, tell me where it's at. Because I want to see it. You know, this is one of them times I would truly, I would love to be wrong. I want to be wrong. I just need somebody to show me where I'm wrong. Because y'all can't be this retarded. But on second thought, I guess you can, because you keep putting this shit up there. That's gotta mean, what up, Joe Mo? That's gotta mean that you need, in truth, you licked the one that's on the bus, didn't you? You licked the one that's on the bus, because that would be the only thing that would explain is because you cannot be over the age of 2.5 and think anything that you put on Facebook is private. You can't be. So I just had to get that up my system. And I'm sad that I can't figure out what's going on with my camera, because I need for y'all to see me in these faces that I'm making. But it might be a good thing that y'all can't see me in these faces I'm making, because I don't want y'all to know that I make faces like these. So I'm trying to even figure out how to put up a emoji or an M or something. I don't know how none of this shit works. Let's see if I can put up another avatar so y'all can at least see somebody that look like me.
Who you gonna put up, Peter?
See, this is how people get banned from the show. This is right there. That's why they get banned. That's how they get banned from the show.
I enjoyed your roll on.
And to understand, your garbage is public when you throw it out. And it's funny, I just did a class on this. The minute you put your garbage at the curb, anybody can go into it and get anything out. As long as it's on your property, it's private property. But when you put it up front for the trash man to get it, anybody by law can get it. So just know that even your trash ain't private. Even your trash is not private. Okay.
But when you go into these social media, they tell you it's not private and they ask you for access to shit on your phone. So what privacy you give them when you give them access to your mic, some of them even want your location, your pictures and videos. They get access to almost everything you got. So I don't know why somebody would think that it's private or it should be private, and posting that, I'm with you, posting that bullshit ass notice every so often to say that bullshit. But it's another one. They tell you that about the algorithm, and you no longer see friends that post it. But if you post this, then it'll change it and it'll go back to seeing other people. I asked them, did it work? I don't know. Hell no, it didn't work.
And it don't. And I don't know how Facebook algorithms work. Because some days I see people I didn't even know we was friends. The other days I see people I think I done blocked. And then sometimes I see everybody I want to see. But so normally when I come looking for stuff. But I don't do social media like I used to. And I think when I was on here on a regular basis, I saw a lot more. Now that I'm not here so much, I come on, I do the show, I look for a couple of crazy topics. I let Mark, Mo, and Sharonda start the shenanigans, and I just follow along with them because they're trying to get me off this. They're trying to get me on this express bus to hell. I don't want to be on the express bus, ladies and gentlemen. I want to take the scenic tour. But
you ride fast.
No, y'all ride fast. Y'all keep trying to take me with y'all. I'm not doing that.
Joe, what up?
that just bothered me that I keep seeing this, and I thought for some people who I actually do know got good sense. They saw, well, at least they did. They pulled yesterday, so maybe they got infected or something.
So
let me say, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I ain't gonna forget mine. Go ahead, Mo.
Yeah. So I want to add to that because this is my little conspiracy theory, based on what DVP was saying. Y'all try this out too, because it happened to me, man. I don't know what happened. So I'm sitting around talking, saying, man, I need a black t-shirt, for example, right? I need a black t-shirt. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, that damn phone is listening to you. Because when I went back on my phone, I wasn't on my phone. When I went back on my phone, the little damn ads for black t-shirts start coming up. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm thinking, I'm like, what? How did they even know to even show this stuff to me? I didn't search for no black t-shirts. They just started coming up. But your phone is listening to you. Trust me, y'all. Y'all think I'm crazy. Hell, it is.
You got to turn off your privacy settings.
But your phone is a smartphone. It's supposed to be learning you. So yeah, it listens to you, and it's learning your habits and shit like that. So I get it. But yeah, you do say something. It will show up, but it's just a smartphone learning you and listening to you.
You got to turn off your settings. If you got Siri or one of the Google things where you can say, hey Siri or hey Google, then it's always listening to you. Yeah. So if you don't want to do that, you got to turn all that off. And most people, for the convenience, they just rather not. And hey, I tell you now, man, phones is just like kids. You just gotta be careful what you say around them, because they will repeat and tell everything. They ain't keeping that damn secret. Look who it is.
Look who showed up to the party.
Hold on. Sharonda, you still in cars too? What the hell we got going
on? You know what? I'm about sick of you. Okay.
I'm just saying.
I ain't stole no dang on car.
Listen, first of all, I don't know shit because I'm not going to get called to testify about nothing. I don't know what nobody will do. I don't know. I'm just like Sergeant Schultz on Hogan Heroes. So those guys who know, I know nothing. I know nothing.
Right. Right. Okay. Don't ask, don't tell.
That's why I wasn't going to ask. I just made a statement, and we already blamed you for stuff before you got here, because my mama said, when in doubt, blame somebody who ain't there to defend themselves. So since you was last, Sharonda, you got blamed for the shenanigans of this show. So,
oh, okay. I'll take it.
I'm just saying, when Marky Mark sent me that little disclaimer, he asked me who was responsible for what going on around the thoughts with DVP. Hey, man.
It's me.
Say it again.
It's me. Yeah. Say less.
I put you first, then Mark, because he's the youngest, and y'all influencing me and Mo because we are old and we not as fast as we used to be. So y'all be tricking us sometimes. So Mo, you got a little bit of deniability because we're gonna blame it on young folks. The young whippersnappers they
Mark ain't young. What you talking about?
He's younger than me and Mo.
I ain't old.
Man, I'm young. Shit,
I'm young.
So
I'm gonna be forever young.
Mark, I only caught the tail end of your pizza store. What was it? If you go to the store to buy a pizza and they don't give you no pizza, is it a pizza? What did you say?
That shit you be saying. Talking about idiots. If you go to a pizza spot and they put red sauce on your pizza, is it really a pizza?
When I said some shit like that, Mark, I mean, did you really just blame me for? Did you blame me for something on my show that I ain't done? Did you really blame me?
That's why you call this show Random Thoughts. So you just say random shit. Sometimes it makes sense to nobody but the people that say it.
Hey man, this what the people be saying, and sometimes it confuses me. I done seen stuff in my inbox. I just had to sit down, and I think I'm a relatively smart guy, but people done sent me shit, and I done spent 20 minutes Googling some of the words that they sent me because I don't know how to use them in a sentence. I'm like, what the hell is this? So, but we here now. We here now, and we got Sharonda here, so we're gonna go ahead and start some trouble. We're gonna let Sharonda ask us questions first about this first subject, because we're gonna say the juicy one for the last hour, because I know there ain't gonna be no 15 minutes. So we're gonna get a couple of other subjects in here first, so we can be diversified, because that was the goal of Random Thoughts with DVP in 2026, to do 2, 3, 4 topics, not just beat people down. Even though I got 2 people beater down, that's under 50. The ones that's mobile right now. See, the old people, they sitting in the house in a chair, reclining, relaxing, because it's almost bedtime for us old people. You youngsters, y'all out there running the streets.
And y'all retired, so Y'all retired.
They want somebody to bring us some Jello and applesauce.
Listen, when y'all retire, y'all gonna read the fine print. When you join AARP, the fine print say to receive certain benefits, you can't be acting like you 21 no more, or you start losing benefits. So I'm gonna get my naps in, I'm gonna get my pee breaks in, because that's what AARP say I gotta do to get my benefits. So don't hate the player. Don't hate the player. So Sharonda asked about why men don't like what she asked. It was a two-part question. We're gonna take the safe version first. Then
Safe version.
The safe version is why men don't like to why we don't like to get checkups and why we're afraid of the doctor.
Yeah. Why are y'all afraid to cough in these ladies' hands, for one, or the man, lady, whoever, cough in these folk hands and bend over and get your checked? Why? What is the fear with that?
Now,
why are we not getting it done?
I say that the fear of having a finger in your ass is most normal men have that fear, and that's normal. It's okay. It's never been done, and the first time, it's scary as hell. Like I say, no normal man wants that done, but then it's the stigma behind it where people think that if your doctor put a finger in your ass, when it come out, you're gonna be gay. I have no idea.
Okay, but that's what HIPAA is for. Nobody's gonna know you went and got a finger put up your ass. Like, that's a HIPAA violation if anybody else finds out. Again,
that's all I can speak about. I go to the doctor.
When I shame my brothers who refuse to do this, I tell them I'm gonna agree with the first half of what Mark said. But where I put the flip on is, I think they're scared to let somebody put their finger in their booty and liking it. So that's why they don't want to do it. Because just in case they like it, then they got a whole nother issue to address in life. Because it's like, oh shit, I like that.
Well, but if you get a female doctor, then
babe, a finger in the butt.
Would that be acceptable?
Nope, a finger in the butt is a finger in the butt. Once you like that,
okay, but put your finger up and put my finger up, and my finger is probably a little more pleasurable than a male finger.
Sharonda, I'm gonna say this with as much respect as I can say it. You're pretty as you want to be, Sharonda, but ain't nobody finger going up my butt. If it's pleasurable or not. See, that's one of them things I can live the rest of my life without knowing. I just don't need it. I don't ever want to be that happy. There's a limit to. Damn, it's sad that y'all can't see my hand gestures, but there's a limit to my happiness, and my happiness stops. My happiness stops at that right there. But and it's crazy, huh? Because y'all know I'm in a ton of groups, and there are tons of guys who like this thing. Hey, and I'm gonna stick to what I said. We're gonna get back to the subject, ladies and gentlemen, especially fellas. It's not gay unless you let a man do it, as Sharonda was pointing to. I hate when people try to say if you like it, it's gay. I don't want it neither way. But gay means you're doing something sexual with the same sex. If it's with the opposite sex, it is what it is. It is what it is. What you mean you about to retire? You about to retire, dude? Hey, Ron, you should have retired like 42 years ago. You old shit, Ron.
We need all your viewers to hit the like and the love button if they like it.
Because y'all get me in trouble. I need to make sure y'all like the show, share the show, give me a couple of comments or 2 or 20, but make sure y'all like the show and share the show, because I done got in trouble. Management been fussing at me and saying things about my mom and dad when I don't say this.
That's all right. Hit the like button. So I got a rebuttal for that, but I think we're gonna have to do it on the After Dark show, because I don't think y'all would like my rebuttal.
Well, we're gonna do, but hold on. Ron, you're in the military, so let me just tell you this. I get 2 physicals every year. I get one from my primary, from my retired people, and I get one from the military. Now, you really don't need but one, but I like to be on the safe side. I like to get if I can get 2 for free, I'm gonna get 2 for free. So I get my physicals like every 6 months. But like I said, that's just because I understand. And as we start talking last show, I got some friends, some guy friends who didn't want to do the colon screening because of street knowledge. And that's the dumbest shit going. Colon cancer is in black men's ass for no reason whatsoever. Colon cancer, from the way I understand it, amongst us is at least 95% preventable if we catch it early. We just don't want to catch it early. And them 10, 15 seconds And once they do that, you know, because they send y'all little screening kits where you scoop your poop and send it off in the mail, which is the craziest shit I ever heard about. But they send you a little pooper scoop, you scoop your poop, you put it in the thing, you mail it off, and they send you your results. I think I'm supposed to have my next real screening in, I want to say it's either this year or next year, because I think after you have your colonoscopy, you're supposed to go every 10 to 15 years, something like that. But I keep up with all this stuff when they send it to me, because I'm not going to miss out on that, because to me, that's just insane, especially the way a lot of cancers, if they can't be stopped, they can be slowed down from simple stuff. You know, and we talking about men right now, but even when we do the one with women and we start talking about mammograms and pap smears stuff, it's crazy that we're avoiding these, because we can't keep going back to the Tuskegee experiment. At some point, we got to step up to the 21st century and take care of ourselves. Right. Well, if you got 2 doctors, yeah, get 2 physicals. Get them every year. They free. You owe that to you. You owe it to your wife. You owe it to your kids. You owe it to anybody in your life who you care about. You owe it to them to get them free screening. And yeah, Yolanda, there will be an after dark
Except for mammograms. We're not squeezing the titties no more.
Well, and like I said, I'm gonna let you, when we do the women, I'm gonna let you talk about the things that women should have. Well, I'm saying a lot of them won't get their annual screenings or annual checks on whatever they supposed to. I mean, we just pick men, but I guess we go ahead and not be sexy, talk about the things that women do too. But women historically have done a better job of taking care of themselves. And I can't say it's 100%. I think men are probably in the number of men who do it, just rough guessing, probably 30 to 40%. Women is probably 70 to 80%. Ain't nobody doing as much as they should be. So nobody should be crying about stuff.
So let me ask this question. This is for Sharonda. So Sharonda, so this what I think. This is what I think. I don't know this for sure, but because women have to have so much invasive stuff done anyway, like having a baby, right? Somebody already down there. You know, you're having a whole baby. Now, a hand, that's nothing. You know, a probe, nothing after that. So I'm thinking that's why they don't have the same aversion as us, but I don't know.
Let me tell you something. That lady stuck her hole all the way up her elbow, and I was like, ma'am, what the hell you doing? It's painful. Like, the tests that we do, they are extremely painful. I will say I will never ever get a mammogram again because of the studies that are coming out with that. However, we do have to get certain checks, and it's not always pleasant and nor pleasurable. So y'all just go coughing in people's hand, because we just want to make sure y'all not having prostate cancer and all that nonsense. And even with the with STDs and STI testing, is I've met a lot of men who rely on a woman's test to say that they're okay. And I think that is just asinine. Like, that's insane.
Are y'all hearing feedback, or is it just me?
Oh, we hear.
Oh, okay. It might be my Bluetooth. I'm gonna stop now.
Well, do me a favor.
Okay. Do I need to re-say what I said?
No. Mute yourself right quick, Sharonda. Okay. Yeah, I think it. Oh no, it ain't you. Mute yourself, Mark.
I don't know how. How about?
Because he old. Okay. He don't know how.
Okay, Mark, I think it's you that's giving us the feedback. Yeah, because I don't hear it at all. Now, do you hear it, Mo?
No, I don't hear it.
Yeah.
I don't hear it.
And if you got your windows down, Mark, it might be if you're riding with your windows down or something, but it's you.
Oh, you pissed him off, man. Mark said, the hell with you.
It's always Mark.
If he put some batteries in that clock.
He back now.
Is it better now?
Oh yeah.
Much better.
Okay.
All right. So yeah. So Yolanda said she only has a woman gynecologist, so she don't want a man. And I heard women go both ways about this, but the whole thing is, regardless of who you pick or why, pick somebody and get done what need to be done. You know, as you get older, you got to get a few more checks, and the checks are different. And yeah, it sucks, but you know, if you got people in your life that you love or care about, don't it suck to not to be there to celebrate stuff with them, that they got to keep mourning you because you could have, fellas, prevented a sickness by letting somebody stick a finger in your butt for all of 4 seconds, or you could have took this little poop and scoop screening test and got this done. Is it not worth it? Like I said, I had to shame one of my friends into that, and he went on ahead and did it because we're listening to things that, oh, that's gay, that's gay. Okay, well, as Sharonda said, let a woman do it then. If you're that shallow-minded, let a woman stick a finger in your butt. And I joke about the whole sexual aspect of it, but hey, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But whatever it is you got to do to get you healthy and live a few years longer. Now, if you hate everybody in your life, don't get one, go on and die early and go through the pain and agony and all the other shit. Who cares? But if you care about somebody, do something different. This is something that we have total control over. Total control. I want y'all to remember that because we're gonna do a show about power either next week or the week after. Because I'm tired of y'all saying y'all ain't got the power to do shit because whatever, because you're stupid. But anyway, that's a whole nother show.
I'm gonna say this about Sharonda, what she said about as far as STIs and STDs. I say this: I got my first one in maybe mid-20s. Right time I had a job, I had insurance. But
Hey, Mark,
initially,
wait a minute, you breaking up, Mark.
Scary as hell.
Mark, you breaking up.
What about now? Can you hear me now?
You're in the Apple.
Can you hear me now?
What the hell is this? A commercial?
Right.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Yes, Mark.
Okay. So I was gonna say, I got my first STI test and physical when I was probably my early mid-20s. Based on me having insurance and knowing that I could do it. A lot of people, well, I can say before then, didn't know that it was covered. So I know when I was younger, I never thought about it because I didn't think it was covered, even under my insurance. But now that I'm older, I know better. But the first time I got it, HIV and STD test, it's scary. It's scary as hell that first time.
So Mark.
What?
Mark, Mark, you still there? He kind of clicked off.
Yeah, a man's health should be his number one priority, but for some reason we got other shit that we worry about. And even according to what Sharonda said, and it's crazy to me that especially with STIs and STDs, especially because you know what I know factually speaking, by the time Sharonda finds out that she had something, we already knew. Most of the time, most of the STDs out there, a man knows within 24 hours what he got. He didn't know because ours is external. When we get that burning sensation, that's almost immediate. The woman won't feel that for a minute. So it's like we're in a state of denial and we hope it'll go away. And it's crazy that we will do this. And it's insane because we know this. We know this. And we still keep playing crazy games with our health. Why would you wait to see if a woman is healthy to determine your health? Especially for those of us who are, what's a good word I can use? Promiscuous, who sleep around, or who depend on the way that somebody looks as to how our health goes. Damn, well, you're the only one with a stable camera system there. Everybody, the camera system just doing what it do. Let's see, Sharonda came
Or
back.
then, I'm an advocate of let me see my chart. let's date. Let's my chart compare.
And what's crazy?
Because it is scary.
I had to fuss at some people about the my chart thing, and I'm a fan of them to prove you at least doing something. But if we're being totally honest,
freeze up.
No, we hear you. Can you hear us, Sharonda? Mo, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear us.
Yeah, Sharonda, we see you. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, with the my chart. By the time you get your test results back, if we're being actual and factual, when you go to the hospital and you get your screenings and stuff done, your results ain't good no more by the time you get the my chart back, because I can be free and clear of all diseases on March when I go take this test on March the 11th. When March the 20th come back, depending on what I done between March 11th and March the 20th, my results ain't good no more, because if I went somewhere and got something, then my chart ain't gonna show that. So I think we put too much faith in past results, because all they're gonna do is tell you what I was in the past. It won't tell you none of my risk behavior since the time I took my physical. And people say, oh, let me see my chart.
No. But you can go. You can go if you meet a person and y'all know y'all gonna go that route. It's fair to go and test together or test within the next weeks. And
I ain't saying it ain't fair. All I'm saying is, if I'm doing something that you don't know about, then my chart is gonna lie to you because it's gonna give you a false sense of security. Again, I'm gonna use you because you get to be my show girlfriend because you're here. We can go take a my chart test today. Both of us can come up positive. So when it comes back on March the 20th, what have I done between the day and March the 20th? Then my chart ain't gonna show that. So if I'm off doing something that you don't know about, then my chart is gonna put both of us into a false sense of security because it only talks about March the 11th and prior. You understand what I'm saying? Say it again.
As a not of you positive, shoot, that's gonna show.
But I'm saying if it says that I'm negative, but then on March the 12th or March the 13th, I go mess with slutting my buddy, then my chart ain't gonna show you that. So you're basing what we're doing off a test 2 weeks ago as opposed to what I did day before yesterday or immediately after the test when you went on your way. And I mean, I get the sharing of the show that I at least was clean at one point, but I feel a lot of people it's a false sense of security. But Yolanda, if you don't know they sleep around, that's why I say it's a false sense of security. If they don't tell you that they sleep around, how would you know? So a lot of people have gotten them. So it don't really tell you where they are today. It tells you where they were the day they took the test. And that's
but at our big age,
say it again, back.
But at our big age, can't we be honest with one another and say,
girl, stop playing.
I'm just saying because I'm not about to lie to somebody who's not paying my bills. So if I'm talking to somebody and they're like, okay, if we're gonna go that route, I'm gonna say, well, hey, I do have this situation going on over here. So there's that transparency.
Sharonda,
why are we not doing that at our big age?
Sharonda, we're gonna act like you're not your hair. We're going to act like that you are not your hair, babe. Since the beginning of the time, men will lie and say whatever they got to say to get the cookies. So, yeah.
I guess that's why
at any age, when you involve the species with the swinging limb, there's bound to be a touch of, what's a good word? Lying. I ain't saying that all brothers do it because there are a lot of good brothers out there. But y'all
gotta quit lying.
I was talking to a lady. She was like, "How come men can't just tell the truth? Why do they lead some women on?" I said, "I'm gonna tell you the truth." And I know this from one experience, and this is why I stopped. I pay more attention now. A man can try to break up with a certain woman, and Yolanda, Sharonda, I ain't include none of y'all. But if she ain't trying to hit, she ain't trying to hit. Busting out windows, flattening ties. Brothers don't get it twisted. Brothers have been forced to stay in a relationship they didn't want to for their own safety. And they wanted to leave, but Saba was not having it. You ain't gonna leave till she said it ain't just me who do crazy shit.
But it's your fault then. It's your fault.
Sharonda, it's
your fault because you can't drop off good ding-a-ling and think somebody not gonna go crazy. So it's your fault.
So we're gonna use Sharonda's example. It's the same thing. You can't give up the A game and think the brother's just gonna walk away because you don't like him no more. You can hate me, but keep giving up the A game stuff. We don't understand what liking each other got to do with none of this sexual transpires. So it's the same thing with both sexes. If you give that, why hey, start off with the C shit and see how people act. Don't start off with your A game, ladies and gentlemen. Start off with the C minus probably. And ease your way into it to see if they got good sense. Because at some point, this is what happens. And what have I said before? If people tell the truth and they're punished, what's going to happen next? They're going to stop telling the truth because there's a punishment. So if I don't want to be with you no more, but I know you're going to do some crazy shit, I'm just going to grin and bear it. I'm going to try to spend as less time around you as possible. But when you come back and be like, yo, I ain't seeing you. You better get your ass over here. I'm gonna do this. And hey, every dude ain't tough. And I always like to bring up Mo. Every dude ain't a hunter. So they can't stand strong. They can't stand 10 toes down. Look, see, there you go, Yolanda. She said, starting off with C, get your counsel. So if you give her the good stuff and you try to lead in with, here come Yolanda with her law degree, hitting you over the head with law books, making you do what you don't want to do. See, women are terrorists too. Y'all Taliban. Mo, help me out here. They Taliban. Help me out, Mo.
No, so I was gonna tell y'all this, because so yeah, listen, we do whatever we gotta do to get that. I ain't gotta be explicit. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But let me tell you this: when I was coming up, I was having too many headaches. All right, trying to deal with a bunch of women was too much headaches. So I stopped it, man. When I got around 25, I cut it out, man. I'm telling everybody the truth, right? So dealing with this girl, and she like, you like me, this or that. I said, yep, but I got 3 other girls too. So if you're cool with that, we can roll. If you're not, it's all good. And she's like, I can handle it. And that's how I did it. I couldn't do the headaches. I'm telling the truth. If she was gonna roll, I just had to deal with it. I lost one. But them headaches, not me. Or somebody stabbing your tires up, it wasn't gonna be me.
Yeah.
But you know the worst part of that, Mo? The worst part is it ain't never that wretched hood chick who like that. It's the professional woman who shouldn't be doing this shit. So you think you got you a good one, she got a good job, she got this. It ain't Shaquisha them. It ain't Shaquisha.
Yes, it is, Darren.
No, it's
yes, it is. You're not watching. I can't speak for myself because I'm not hood, but I done seen them. They go crazy. Baby mama, baby daddy drama. Come on, that's hood shit right there.
No,
they be throwing bricks through windows. We ain't got no bricks in the suburbs. Our bricks in our house. Hell, we don't just have bricks laying around.
Y'all throw the baby carrots through the car windows. I'm telling you, everybody want to blame Shanquisha them, but it's Pamela, it's Christina, it's Kimberly, it ain't Shanquisha. Shanquisha got other shit to worry about. She got dudes waiting. See, when you upscale women, as you would say, Sharonda, when you upscale women get the dang-a-lang, y'all a different breed and y'all are more dangerous because y'all got resources. Y'all got resources. Shanquisha ain't got no resources.
They never been crazy over some dang-a-lang. I'm sorry.
Okay, but hey, what we say every conversation, we ain't gonna make this personal. See, the great thing about this show, and I'm gonna get you some help, Sharonda. Women can tell us what men do. Men can tell you what women do. Women can say not me. Mo know this. Men can always say not me, but we talk to the right woman. We find out, it was you, player. It was you with your nice suit and tie. It was you who was doing all this stuff that you swear you would never do. Never, ever. Because you trying to maintain an image. But in the heat of the moment, your girl said you was like this. Your girl said you was doing this. I ain't gonna never do none of that. Yeah, okay. Hey, the video she released, that ain't what that video say. That video say you about that life. Ain't nobody judging you, but you want to stay in good with the fellas, so you say what you got to say, and we okay with that. And y'all know I ain't religious, but as the Bible say, to thine own self be true. You can lie to the rest of the world, but just be true to yourself.
And since we got 2 ladies here, I need to ask this question because this is something that I was told. I'm not a woman, so I don't know. I gotta ask women, but I did get some information on this, and a lot of people running around here, a lot of men running around here thinking that women don't want to just have a good time one time as well, right? They ain't always looking to get married and fall in love and all that. So, some of these dudes out here are fooling themselves and they think, okay, I'm gonna mess with this girl and she gonna want to keep seeing me, I'm gonna fall in love, all that. No, it ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? Some women like, look, you look good, I like how you smell, I like how you rolling, I just want to blast that one time and I'm out. So ladies can do it too. Y'all, that's I've seen it and heard about it. You got any thoughts on that?
Happens more often than not.
All right, there you go. Confirm. How about you, Yolanda? You put something in the chat if you got any thoughts on that.
I'm different. I'm not a keeper of a man. Good sex is great, but life is short and not going to be where I'm not wanted. But you are wanted there, darling. You are wanted. But at some point, it just becomes physical, and there's no more mutual admiration unless there's gratuitous nudity involved. And you know, that's how we get to this. Whoo-wee, boy. See, y'all trying y'all best to make me go after dark, and it's on the 641. It's a public page. I mean, I'm not. See, this is how I keep getting these little messages. This is how Mark and the Funky Bunch keep reading out to me, because y'all be doing stuff. But again, the guilty people are at the bottom. The young whippersnappers are doing all this. When the show was PG and it was family oriented, DVP never did this on his own, because he was a. Oh, y'all can't see me pulling my beard, but the beard is white. That's my halo. That's my halo.
Hey, you know what? You know a good way to know when somebody lying? When they talk about themselves in third person. That's crazy.
That part.
See, here we go. Another brother finna get blocked from the show. I don't know why we gotta keep doing this.
He said,
why?
DVP, you can't DVP, you can't talk about yourself in third person, bro.
Hey man, Barry Bonds did it. Hell. At least I don't say when Darren did something. I'd be like, hey, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay, DVP, another dude. All right, got you.
Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Alter ego.
Well, DVP is the alter ego. Darren is the quiet shy guy that don't talk much. DVP is the one who can do the show and try to relate to you misfits and Taliban infiltrators in life. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to understand your position on certain things. I'm empathetic and I'm trying to understand both sides.
Okay, you the head.
Man, you know what? When I log y'all out, we're gonna vote on who stay on this show, because right now ain't none of y'all doing so good. Y'all, I can't believe terrorists. But anyway, let's get let and you know, I'm gonna say this from my perspective only. I have never ever asked a woman for test results in 60 years. And I ain't never been asked for one. And it's funny because I met people, so I asked one every time. And I'm like, well, damn, we was in a relationship. Did you ask me for one? Because I didn't give you one. Because I never crossed my mind to do that. So anybody ever been asked for that? Anybody been asked for one before a relationship or during a relationship?
I haven't.
I've never been asked, but I have asked.
And I know at some point we've all done. Even during long-term relationships, and if we go get our physicals, do you go with your partner to get their physical?
I have once.
I haven't,
but not like in the room with them. But I've gone.
You can't go in the room because of all the other stuff. But Mo, you ever?
Yeah.
You have y'all had somebody to go with y'all when you went and got your physical? I mean, because to me it's just a boring event. I wouldn't want nobody to go with me, but you know. And afterwards, it really wasn't nothing to talk about. Like now, because I pay more attention when I get my stuff now and I look at it, because I had to increase my D3 or something. I read the little crazy results. And I ask somebody who know what all of it means. You know, if you got low iron, you got this, you got that, you got this, you got that. But in reality, has anybody ever been asked, or has anybody ever asked anybody in reality? Or as I say, IRL, in real life?
I've openly shared with my partner, like a long-term partner, if I go to the hospital, if I go to, you know, get my lab results, not just STI, but like all my blood work, you know, calcium, like, you know, I've shared that, you know, so all about transparency though.
And not to say anything, did you share before the results or did you share after you knew the results?
Wait, what?
You say you shared. Did you share beforehand or after you saw them? It's like me. Let me make sure everything's right before I share. When did you share?
No, this actually happened. I believe we were either on the phone or we were together, and the alert popped up, and I was looking at him as we were together.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
How? I'm healthy.
No, I know.
People think because I was fat that I was unhealthy, but I am very all my stuff.
They think because you're crazy. They ain't got nothing to do. They think because you're crazy. What's up, Colette? Let's see. Hello, everyone. My first time listening. This is my buddy, and it's extremely interesting. I also feel that a woman don't always want to be in a relationship. There's some women who just like men because girls are players too. No. We're not saying girls are players too. We're gonna say girls are players first, and men are players too. But we're gonna get to that too, Colette. We're gonna get to that. But yeah,
Yeah, I mean, because there's no. I mean, what is the okay, I'm not gonna say that. Because almost, what is the point of being in a relationship?
It all depends on what you want from somebody.
Yeah, nothing.
See, if it's nothing, then you good. But some people like consistency. Some people want intimacy.
So
you can't be intimate with anybody. You can be sexual.
No, you find you one good person that y'all don't. Neither one of y'all both want the same thing, and you're okay with that. And we gonna hunch on each other, and you gonna go to your house, and I'm gonna go to my house, and we're gonna go out to eat a couple of times, and you go to your house, and I go to my house, and that's it.
But your first question about being in a relationship? You can't do both, Sharonda. Come on.
That's not a relationship. That's not a relationship. It's not a relationship until I check that box. When you write down on that paper, will you be my girlfriend? If I don't check yes or no, we're not in a relationship.
Yeah, no,
so,
we can hunch.
According to Alfalfa, and it's the Alfalfa rule of relationship. Once I pull your hand and say, "Daughter, you're my girlfriend," and that's that. Ain't no need for this little sheet of paper.
No, somebody told me that. Somebody was like, "You my girl," and I said, "No, I'm not." Like, it has to be. You know what I'm saying? We gotta agree on this. Like, I'm not your girl. I'm not your girlfriend. Like, I don't want to meet your mama. I don't want to meet your kids. Like, I'm not your girlfriend.
And did he agree to that?
Did I agree to it?
No.
He don't. Yeah, it's not his choice.
Listen,
you can't. This is not caveman time. You can't just bop me upside the head with a club and say we go together.
As Mark said, listen, I'm sorry, it's wrong. I'm gonna tell y'all a story, right? In the 8th grade, I'm in the 8th grade, right? One of the smartest dudes in the St. Marie came up to me. I'm 5'5", 142 pounds, IQ of a genius. St. Marie 6 feet tall, 180 pounds. She came up to me. I remembered it like it was yesterday. She came up to me after math class. She looked at me. She said, "Hey, Darabelle." I said, "Hey, St. Marie." She said, "Guess what?" I said, "What?" She said, "You my boyfriend. What you gonna do about it?" I said, "I don't know." She said, "You gonna take me to Six Flags next weekend?" Guess what I did that next weekend? My blood pressure at Six Flags. My blood pressure at Six Flags with St. Marie.
Baby D.
Hey,
Baby D.
Hey, scared as shit. St. Marie claimed me. I ain't have no say so in the matter. I tried to get Maurice Ward, who was the biggest dude at school. I'm trying to bribe him to jump St. Marie so I can get out this relationship. Well, guess what? Maurice was scared of St. Marie too. So St. Marie, I still used to have, if any of y'all who all went to Six Flags, remember used to get this little wooden plaque made that said, "You and whoever." St. Marie made me buy one that said, "Send it down." I used to have it for the long car. I was scared to get rid of it just in case she popped back up. But yeah.
Hey, man.
It wasn't no coming of the mind. It was who was the biggest, who was the most forceful. When she said it, hey man, I spent half my 8th grade year in a relationship that I didn't want to be in, and I couldn't get no attorney. See, this is when the Me Too movement should have started. This is when it should have started, because some of us got traumatic stories.
Did she make you happy?
Say it again.
Did she make you happy?
She made me scared. Only good thing about having her as my girlfriend is nobody, and I mean nobody, was gonna ever bother me. Nobody. But none of the girls would smile at me. None of the bullies would talk shit to me. Cause St. Marie was top 3 fighter in 8th grade in Georgia. You weren't gonna mess with her.
Hey, there's a comment in the chat from St. Marie.
Where's she at?
Who is St. Marie? I don't see that one.
Somebody said Rasmusha grabbed you.
It's scared.
You're right. Knowing your partner's health status could save your life. But do we really ask? Yep. Do we ask people, "Are you healthy?" When do we have that conversation where we actually talk about what's wrong with people? When do we have it?
We need to have it. So going forth, People need to have that conversation. It will cut out on a lot of shit going on. Okay.
It's like when I date, I ask, I say, do you have any stalkers? And it's always taken in a joking manner, but I need to know for real. Because one, it tell me what you're doing, and two, it tell me, if I need to carry extra gun, extra ammo. Because I need to know. Is that stuff stalk worthy? Because if it is, I don't want the stalk worthy stuff. I want you to downgrade me because I'm too old. I don't want to use my benefits trying to stalk.
All of it is stalk worthy.
Trust me, it ain't. Remember, I had something that was suicide worthy. I did a whole show about the girl who made me want to commit suicide because it was the worst ever. But that's a whole nother show. What up, Drake? But at some point, we do need to have the uncomfortable conversation about what's this, especially if we're gonna make the decision to have unprotected sex. And people don't want to talk about that because it don't just happen. It's a conscious thing. Well, let me rephrase that because clearly it ain't. Because I've seen women who said they ain't doing it. I've seen men who said they ain't doing it. Even when I was doing the mentorship with these boys, one of the boys said he pulled out the collar and the girl looked at him like he was crazy. And she was like, "What's that for? You don't trust me?" And I was like, "Wow." Girls don't
get on up and leave.
But so it ain't a thing where I used to think that it was something that men push. But now that I'm in some groups with lifestyle people, there's a lot of women who, if you try to use a condom, they looking at you like you crazy. I'm like, how are you in the lifestyle and you don't use condoms? I get tested. Well, what that mean? You don't get tested after every
that means you have to get tested every time after every and some shit they dormant.
Right. And it's like, so y'all do know there's dormant shit, there's this, but ain't nobody finna keep doing that. Ain't nobody finna keep doing. I don't want to keep licking off the same spoon. I dated a girl. I was in a serious relationship. We were having unprotected sex. I got up and I went in the bathroom one day and she was brushing her teeth with my toothbrush.
Oh.
And I'm thinking, all the stuff that we do together, this shouldn't have been as repulsive to me as it was. But once you use my toothbrush, I don't want it no more. I don't care what we done swapped, shared, swindles, bamboo, none of that stuff. I don't care what's been in your mouth and what's been in my mouth. Toothbrushes, there's some things that are sacred.
That's sacred.
Not for sharing. And she couldn't understand why I wanted to end a relationship over a toothbrush. She was like, "I'll buy you another toothbrush." But I got 12 toothbrushes. I keep spare toothbrushes just in case somebody come over and they ain't got one. So they ain't got to use mine. We don't use my toothbrush. We don't use my toothbrush.
That's weird.
We swapping fluids this and what that mean? What that mean? Somewhere you got to draw the line. Somewhere you got to draw the line. We saying, I don't care what test results I done seen. I don't care how many of my kids you done had. I don't care how many nothings. We're not sharing toothbrushes. It's just not happening. There's a fine line in the sand for me.
All this was easy for me because all I had to do was get that. I call it the pipe cleaner. All I had to do is get the pipe cleaner.
That didn't even come out right. That didn't even come out right.
That's the pipe cleaner, man.
I was about to say, pause.
What's that?
Explain this.
It's a culture.
Explain this pipe.
You know how you got to get a. Well, you might know, but you got to get a culture. If you're a dude, you got to get a culture, and they got to take this long thing and put it.
Oh, they stick it in your pee-pee.
Yeah. I got that bad boy one time, and I was like, "That's it. Safe sex from here on out."
From here on out. Oh, good Lord, good boy. You talking about some stuff that turn you? Your voice get higher than Michael Jackson's. You squirm. Boy, yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah,
not good.
Yeah. That sticking that Q-tip up there ain't that nice about that. Not
good.
So Sharonda, ain't nothing you've been through compared to that, babe. I'm sorry. Nothing.
We get a whole Q-tip stuck up in ours too. So simmer down, guys. Simmer down.
I'm gonna just say this. Y'all drop 9-pound babies. We don't do that. So when you stick a Q-tip up, ours is strictly.
It's equivalent to having a baby.
There's nothing about that whole that says enter ever. And to try to get you to sit there and act like you a big bad whatever. No. Well,
you better wrap that shit up then.
Wrap it up. Put a bow tie on. Hey, we gonna put this in an extra strength wrapping paper because we don't want to go through this now another time. Now, another time. Any date you carry a firearm may not be healthy. Well, it ain't the date so much. Sometimes it's society, but you know what it is. It's society. Listen, y'all not gonna pick on me because I got bullied. I was younger then. I was smaller. I started eating my spinach, so I didn't have to do that no more.
Where's she at now?
I was just about to say we need to find her.
Hey,
where's she at? Let's find her.
Y'all want to hear the crazy shit? I ran to her 2 more times since then. 2 more. The first time I ran to her, she was getting ready to rob a Crystals on Fulton Industrial. and I knew who she was, but she didn't recognize me. And my friend was actually doing security, and she walked in. I knew who she was because I heard about her. And I was like, yo. And she looked at me. She said, I know you, don't I? And for a minute, I felt like an 8th grade again because she was still a little bit bigger than me. And she said, down there. And I said, "See my rig going on, don't rob this though." And she walked out. And then I was on a radio show. We were doing street sweeps, picking up fugitives. And damn it, she wasn't the one I ended up grabbing. Because I didn't see the picture, but the guy said, "This hoe we finna pull up on her." And I opened the bed of the car and I reached out and she grabbed my hand. And she said, "Are y'all the crew?" And I snatched up and I looked out, I was like, damn, it sent my rig. But luckily I had a mask on, so she didn't know who I was. So last I heard, she was in prison.
So how did you grab her?
Huh?
How did you grab her?
Oh, when she stuck her arm out, I just reached and pulled her up. Like I said, it was 5 of us in the back. She was coming.
You grabbed her like this? How you grab her like this?
Oh, no, I grabbed the arm. I grabbed one
arm. You grabbed her like this?
You took her by the hand.
Okay. See, Sharonda, y'all see what she did. See, if I'd have grabbed her by the throat, that would have been a whole nother date. So I don't.
Did you take her by the hand?
No, I grabbed her by her up arm. See how
Sharonda laughed? Did you gaze into her eyes?
No, sir. No, sir. But like I said, I didn't know who she was till we got in the truck.
Darren, your life have went on a whole different trajectory. Like you should have stood by your man. Like,
ladies and gentlemen, what we at in this show? I want y'all to go back to. I wish I could see the time on this show. Oh yeah, there we go. I want y'all to go back to the 102 mark in 0 seconds, and I want y'all to see the smile on Sharonda's face when I said something about choking somebody. I just want y'all to go back to 102 00 and look at the smile when Sharonda was like that. And I was like, if you put your hand on her throat, it's a date. See, she doing just what she doing now. Don't it's too late, y'all. I'm just saying.
Show yourself.
Mo,
Show yourself.
Did you see that smile? It wasn't.
You're not getting me into that.
No, they didn't see that.
You crazy as hell. You think you get me into that? You crazy, man?
Damn, you in Arizona. If anybody should feel safe, it's you.
Listen, she traveled. She always on the plane. Are you kidding me?
and you don't know what she driving to now in that stolen car, do you?
Y'all ain't right. I'm always smiling. I'm smiling because I'm happy. I had a wonderful day. I went to the gym. Like, I'm happy.
But ain't none smiles like the one that you gave over 102 with 1 hour, 2 minutes and 0 seconds. Ain't none of them like that smile, Sharonda. But we're gonna let you have it. We're gonna let you have it. What's up, Drake? What's happening, Claire? Claire, are you really jumping on this bandwagon with them for real? And Yolanda, you gonna downplay the tip of that Q-tip? It was these industrial strength Q-tips, and they like 12.5 feet long. Them things, they stick it through there and it come up to your throat. That thing, good Lord.
Hey,
it's
man,
a traumatic event.
All I'm gonna tell you is she hit back. When I had mine done, it got all the way to the back. And I had to back up some.
I'm just saying, it's a traumatic experience. Hey, when you get that, you don't even want to have sex for a couple of days. It's like, we just need to sit over here and cry together. That's all. Just give me a pillow and some tequila. We just gonna cry in the corner because we've been violated in one of the worst ways imaginable. Some shit we never ever thought about. Ever. Man, it's 7 o'clock. Well, y'all done showed out and showed up, and man, no matter what I try to do, y'all just won't let me be great. So, since y'all already here and y'all won't let the show be PG, so I can stop getting these nasty grams.
Well, who's sending you nasty grams?
Mark and the Funky Bunch, the censors and everybody who keep telling me about these, Taliban misfits I got on the show. Hey, remember when this used to be a wholesome show? When the worst thing I did on the show was drink a shot of blue tequila. That used to be the worst thing I did on the show. That used to be. Now the worst thing I do is I got car thieves on the show. I got Taliban on the show. I got sexual deviants on the show. I got people who won't put clocks in they won't put batteries in their clock on the show. I got criminals galore on the show. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Yolanda said I had a bowling ball size human come. Right, so y'all built for this shit. Y'all built for this, Yolanda. We not built for this. We not. We don't have bowling ball size nothing coming out of our body. Our egos ain't even bowling ball size. Y'all have whole babies and y'all will do that shit twice. The first time a man have a baby, I guarantee he won't have another one. They won't. But y'all will go in there and have a second one. That's how we know y'all better than us in a lot of ways. And that is the main one. Because the first time a man have a baby, he gonna talk all his boys and then never volunteering for that shit. Ever, never. Ever, never. But as we progress, we're gonna get to the meaty portion of the show. I wish I had a commercial to play, and I do, but I ain't gonna play it because y'all doing what y'all doing. Somebody, it wasn't the old dude. It was not the old. Y'all can't even see me pointing to myself. This sucks that I have on the camera. I done tried to connect it 3-4 times, and my light is on. But anyway, we're gonna talk about monogamy and non-monogamy. We're gonna talk about monogamy and non-monogamy. I'm gonna just start off with saying monogamy by definition is only being in a sexual relation with one person at a time. Monogamy by nature is being with one person for a lifetime. So we can discuss those two different aspects of monogamy as we deal with non-monogamy and ethical non-monogamy. And the biggest difference between ethical non-monogamy is what some of you guys have said already. It's when you let people know that there are other people in your life, that you're doing other things. So now they have options. But we're gonna start off with talking about I'm not even gonna deal with nature's definition of monogamy, because plain and simple, if we were naturally monogamous, the first person we had sex with is who we would be with the rest of our life. There are very few people who can make that statement. Very few. So we're not even going to address them 17 people in the whole world who was with one person. That's who they stayed with, and we're supposed to believe they never did anything else. I do believe that 17 people have done that. So for the rest of us, we'll talk about relationship monogamy. Is it natural to only sleep with one person at a time in a relationship? And we'll let Chief Shit Starter Extraordinaire start first, since she already given up that little smile, the one that she's always happy. So go ahead, Sharon. The ladies first.
You know what?
I do, and I even know who.
I was gonna say something, but it's not nice. So.
Like that would be the first time.
Whatever, Darren. So yeah, you monogamy is not natural. That's my personal opinion. Okay, so I do agree with the definition. It's not natural. It is a choice. Okay, you can choose to be with one person, or you can choose to be with multiple. But what was the question? Shit, I will read an email.
Ain't that some shit? Nasty multitasking. Nasty multitasking.
Now I'm trying to see what's going on with my buns, y'all. I mean, trying to make sure.
You trying to see what's going on with your buns?
Yeah. Anyway, I got an email. What was the question, Dan? I'm sorry.
We want to know what your email about your buns is. Most people don't get emailed about their buns. Just saying.
Well, most people don't do what I do.
You ain't making it no better, babe. You ain't no better. See, look at Mo. Mo looking around like, oh shit, what did I get myself into?
No, I'm just thinking she's a baker. That's it. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
There you go. There you go. Mo is right.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, what was the question, Darren? Ask the question, Darren.
We're talking about monogamous relationships, and you were saying that It's not natural. Monogamy is not natural. It's a choice.
Yeah.
Based on.
You asked a specific question.
No,
it's based
right now,
on what,
the thoughts on monogamy.
Well, it's based on what you want and what you see for yourself. You know, everybody has a choice. I know we've had this conversation before, but you got a choice. Either you want to be with somebody and you want that to be your only person, or you're like, hey, I'm free. I want to see, I like this person because they offer this. I like that person because they look like this. And I like that person because they do that. That's your choice, as long as it's known. The problem becomes when you sneaking and geeking and freaking. That's where you mess up at. So I personally can't sleep with more than one person at a time. Like not literal and not like, yeah, no, I can't dib and dab. I can't be over here and be over there and come back and double dip. Like I don't even like nobody double dipping in my barbecue sauce. Like I don't like, nah, I'm good on that.
Colette says just as natural as supposed to be that way. If you're monogamous and you're in a relationship, that should be the only person that you give your time and effort to.
I ain't gonna say time, because you can date and you can date multiple people, but dating does not equate to having sex with all of those people.
True. And that's the biggest thing I think. People, when they hear dating, they hear sex. And it just tells you about their mentality. Because you can date, right. You can date 1,000 people.
I can date 3 men. I can date one man because he like to take me to the damn Sundial or the Ritz or wherever, and he like to travel. I can date one person only because they know how to send you up through there. You know, they put you through the mattress, you know, and I can date one person because I might like their personality. They might be nice, you know, we have a good time together. We do fun things together and we don't have sex, you know? So, yeah.
So, I think monogamy is not natural. I'm gonna stick with that because too many times I hear people say, I keep trying. If you're trying to do something, then it ain't natural because you don't try to breathe. Breathing is a natural thing. You know, eating is natural because at some point we got to do it. But do you have to eat every day? Because now you can go on diets, you can do this, you can do that. But when people keep saying, oh, well, you know, oh, I'm only human, they keep making mistakes for failing at the monogamy game. And y'all can't see me, I'm doing air quotes. And that's why, to me, when you listen to people, it's not natural. We force ourselves to do it because of a social construct which really never existed. Because to me, for those people who claim that we're back from Africa and all these other places, they didn't do it. So where do we pick up? Where do we pick it up? Where do we pick it up that all of a sudden it became natural? Because throughout history, even in that book that y'all love to quote, monogamy is not natural. Most of the people that the big guy gave favor to had multiple wives and they were blessed. So when did monogamy become the natural state of things? If we're being honest about it, are you kissing all these dates? Those are choices.
Yeah. That's your choice.
Those are choices. I mean, hell, I've been on dates and didn't kiss. Yeah, it wasn't there. But as Sharona said, they gave me something, and the 80-20 rule, which is what most relationships are supposed to be based on. The 20% that you can't get from your primary partner, if you choose to have one, is what you do with the other people. Everybody just needs to be in agreement with it. As Sharona was saying earlier, everybody just needs to know their role. You might have somebody that you like going to the shooting range, which is a great shooter, but that's all y'all do is shoot. You practicing golf or whatever. You hang out with somebody who does that, can afford to do that. So everybody has their role, but under the definition, there's still dates. There's still dates. So you do what you do. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think it's normal, but I think it's a choice that people make because society tries to make it normal. Like you say, when you go back looking at the roots in Africa, they had multiple wives, and that good old Bible said they had plenty of wives and concubines. So I think somewhere in there they made it society tried to make that normal. So now it's a choice to do it or not.
And the crazy thing is, Mark, and y'all know I hate to have religious conversations because most people can't handle them. When people keep wanting to quote religion, and it's literally in the Bible that these guys had multiple wives, these guys had multiple women, some of these women had multiple guys. So you can't keep telling me it's biblical. Hell, who was it? Abraham, whose wife got his sister to come sleep with him so they could have kids. It's littered throughout the Bible. All these kings had multiple wives. So if you tell me it's biblical, then I know you haven't read the book. If you tell me it's natural, I'm wondering. Because what we want to admit, because we keep trying to fill a void and be something for everybody else. You know, I had a woman on the show one time, and she said she was married, and she said, I never even think about another man. You never think about another? Come on now. Really? If we're being honest, how many people can say that they've never looked at another woman and had the thought, you know, in a different situation, they might be able to do it? You've never, I can't take you serious. I don't think you one of the 17 because there was somebody before him. So clearly you don't fit the criteria because you've already superseded nature's version of monogamy. Now you're trying to do this. You're trying to be a good wife. You're trying to stay true to this. When you start saying all that, just accept the fact that it's not natural, but it's what you're striving to be. We strive to be better human beings, most of us. We strive to be better at whatever we do. Sharonda wants to be a better baker. Mark wants to be a better car thief. Mo wants to be a better mediator for this show to make everybody act right. Everybody strives to be something better because it ain't what we naturally do. So we know some people who are naturally sarcastic. They have to try to behave, Sharonda. But it's what they naturally do. When we talk about monogamy and non-monogamy, are we doing it because I'm telling Sharonda I'm going to be monogamous because that's what she wants to hear and I want to get the cookies? And now, as she said, I'm sneaking and geeking and flipping and trying to do everything on the side when she ain't around because I'm telling her what she wants to hear. Because men love to say that, oh, you know, we got to sow our wild oats and yada, yada, yada. But who are you sowing them with? But Yolanda says, I think it's more normal for women. Having a man into your body is a different experience. And I ain't a woman, so I can't fight with you about that. But the only reason I'm gonna say no is because there are lots of women who don't do it. I mean, what's the oldest profession known to man? Prostitution. That was women. I think women are actually much better at it. It's the mindset. There are women who have no problem with this, which is why men with their fragile egos, we love to say that a woman can't do it anytime she has sex with man. It's an emotional experience. When we know that ain't true. It's not true.
And I think that's the patriarchy that started that because of the ego and because men want the caveman, me, just Jane mine. Jane can't be yours too. No, like Jane is her own person. Jane gonna go get what she want to get when she want to get it. So I think that was that whole patriarchy thing where and then women didn't have rights. Women didn't, even biblically, women, you know, our body, we were told that our body was not ours. That's in the Bible as well. So, I mean, I don't believe it because who else's body is it? But, you know, it's mine. Shit.
But even when we did the show a couple of weeks ago, remember the guy said, if I'm working and paying all the bills and she got to have sex? Because that was our construct, and I still think to a greater extent we used it to control women. Oh, if you want to have sex with another man, you for the streets, you this. But if I want to do it, it's natural. Even though again, the profession known is prostitution. So women were doing this before us, and we were doing it with them. So it's I don't see a difference. It's 50-50. It's just how honest are you willing to be about what you are? Or are you gonna keep telling yourself to do something you don't want to do? Because you want to seem normal or you want this so bad, I'm willing to lie to get it. And you just have to be true. You have to thine own self be true. Seriously, you have to know what you're willing to do. Because I talk to tons of people who claim to be monogamous, and it's crazy when you get to that section of the conversation when they say, you know, well, you know, we had an instance. Okay, so if you had an instance, which I know what that's code for, then you're not monogamous, and it's okay. Just admit it, and then slide over to E&M. Well, at least I had a conversation. Y'all can do this. You know, you're giving hall passes. You're doing this. One of my people I used to know used to always talk about she would never stay with a man who cheated on her. Then she did. Well, I'm gonna give him one more chance. But you know, then you cheat on him. So now y'all are swingers, but neither one of y'all want to address that title because it goes against your moral identity, and you don't want to say that. But again, and you know, I use Sharonda. But if I cheat on Sharonda and Sharonda cheat on me, will we stay together? Well, we're swingers. But we don't like that.
We're an open relationship.
But we've done this 2 or 3 times, and we ain't leaving each other. We're not leaving each other, but we just keep wanting to have outside sex. So why not just admit who we are?
But cheating is a construct too. You know, I mean, you cheat on a test or whatever, okay. But what is cheating on a person? Like, I don't belong to you. Like, you don't belong to me. You're your own individual. Like, I don't look at it as a bad thing, like, because monogamy is not natural. Like, don't lie to me about it, and don't be parading around talking about, you know, it's just you, and you down the street. But I don't look at it as cheat. I believe cheating is a construct as well. So
I think it's cheating when you.
I don't necessarily use that in my.
It's cheating when you ask the questions, or I know a lot of you and have you thinking you're the only one. And then like that, is it?
It's just lying. It's just lying.
Right. And I think that's where it comes from, because everybody's afraid to be. And Drake, don't get it twisted. I talk to people. Hell, I might even say I've been guilty of it. I cheated, but I was in a committed relationship, and I was not going to leave my woman. I was not. But that didn't mean that. Hey, man, what is it? What's a good restaurant? So and so got the best food ever. But you know what? Every now and then I like crystals. And you know, my mom had a boyfriend who told me something when I was young, and I didn't understand until I got older, because he got caught cheating, and he tried to make me understand. And he was like, you know, every now and then you got to have some bologna to enjoy the steak. And I was like, what the fuck that mean? But you can get too much of a good thing, and sometimes you just need to get something else so you can go back to enjoying what you got, because we know based on some people do this and they become better people after they do it, because they realize what they did and they can embrace what they got even better. I ain't saying that work for everybody, but you know, we are human. We will make mistakes. But the biggest mistake I think we make is lying to ourselves about who we are. For some people, it's extra easy. They don't have a whole lot of, what is the word? They don't have a whole lot of temptation going on in their life. Temptation is a hell of a drug. Most of us fancy ourselves as honest, good people. Mo, if you found $1 million laying on, in a suitcase laying on the floor, would you take it to the police to see if somebody claimed it?
Hell no.
But you know it ain't yours.
Yes, it is.
But that's what temptation will do. Sometimes somebody offer you something, it's like under normal circumstances, they go around with that smile again. Oh, she's just a happy person. You know, 9 times out of 10, we may do the right thing, but on that 10th time, it's like, oh man. And it's funny because I heard y'all can't see I heard an air quote Christian say this. If God didn't want me to have it, he wouldn't have put it in my face. See, because we can justify whatever we want to.
I don't think God told that lady to come to his house.
Hey, she was selling vacuum cleaners and he needed something to be sucked up.
Oh, okay.
What you say, Mark?
God put it in her spirit.
Did it now?
Millionaire McMahon said you taking 1,000 to the police. It was $1 million. Okay, but I got you. You gonna get them 10%. See, that's a good dude. But correct. You saying don't be in a relationship if you can't commit. But what are you committing to? Because does commitment mean monogamy? And that's an uncomfortable conversation that needs to be had.
So let me jump in here. I don't want to change the subject, but I'm gonna throw a little monkey wrench in it, because we're talking about a lot of this is framed around sex, right? Well, what impacts sex? Stress,
money,
right? Yeah, money, all these other things. So it's all these external factors that play a role in the sexual relationship you have with this person. But guess what? I don't have to deal with that when I go over here and I see her. Well, I don't have to deal with all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of the issue. Or if it's a lady, it's the exact same thing. You know, the lady, she come home, she got to deal with all these damn kids. She got to do whatever she does, whatever they agree that she does, right? But with this dude, man, it's just pounding ground. That's it. So we got to take that into account as well.
And let me throw a little salt in there, because you didn't say it, and we would be remiss if we didn't do this. I've been the maintenance man, and we talk about sex, you talk about money, you talk about stress. Let's talk about whether or not it's good. That is a big factor, because a lot of people love somebody, but the sex is horrible. But they stand, because we see that thing all the time. Would you stay with a good man if the sex ain't good? And a lot of women who've never done this say yes until they get into a horrible sexual relationship. Then they change their mind. Because, and it's the same with us, if it's bad, or you want to keep doing it, even though she's a good person, she's this, she's that. These are factors that play a part in it. Sex ain't the same with everybody, because we know there are people who we would have sex with again, and there are people that we would never, ever do it again. So if you get the person that you would never, if they were a great person, they were a provider, they made you feel good, they comfort you, they were your biggest supporter, yada, yada, yada. But when nighttime came, you'd rather watch your toenails grow than to be naked with them. What do? And a lot of people have gotten into that situation, or they grew into that where it became stale. One person got overweight, one person started doing this. Lord forbid, one person gets sick. Now what? So all these other factors affect sex more than just money and how I'm feeling. But where's that conversation? What do we do if I become impotent? What do we do if the woman has an accident and she don't have any feelings anymore, she doesn't enjoy sex? Is the other person just supposed to stop doing it because they're in a committed relationship? Or is that something that we talk about? You know, where does that come in? And that's where the E&M conversations comes in. Do you, Sharonda, you love this guy. You love this guy. You love his stinking drawers. You love everything about him. He's the greatest person ever in your life. And I hate to use Sharonda, but I got to since she's right here. Colette, Yolanda, same scenario. You love this person, the greatest thing since life, but they go to jail for 6 years. What do you do?
What they got to do with me?
And you know, I'm gonna make it even better. Y'all are married. Yeah, you committed. So your husband is in jail for 6 years.
Okay, it depends on what he went to jail for. I'm not gonna even lie. If he went to jail for something like protecting our family, our kids, or something like that, then yeah, I got you. Like I'm, you know, whatever. I'm in it. But if you did some stupid stuff, and then I'm gonna send the divorce papers, because I can't. I gotta move on with my life.
So let me pose this question to Sharonda and the ladies in the chat.
Yolanda, Colette,
you got a husband, happily married all this time, and then he get ED. It just don't even work no more.
Mm-hmm.
What you do?
We going to the doctor. We going to the doctor. Because it's a reason. Either you got something, either you diabetic, you got high blood pressure. It's something going on with your body that you have not addressed. But me as a wife, I've always been the one that make those appointments. So you're going to go. So we're not going to even get to the ED part unless you smoking some dope or you doing something reckless with your peen, you know. But no, we will address that, because it's only so many times it's gonna deflate, and I'm not one of those, hey, I need you to get it up type persons. No, I need to walk by you and it's already there. That's me. So don't we're gonna address that. Go to the doctor like right then.
The doctor said, ain't that we can do. It's done. What do you do?
It's dead.
That motherfucker don't work no more. That motherfucker out of commission.
Mark, that's so
'Cause-
sad.
and you know, like I say, there's a surgery that men can have. It's roughly $900-800. It's rough, and insurance ain't covering it. So, Sharonda, your man needs
They
the
got a
surgery.
pill. They got a pill.
The pill ain't gonna work on him. He need the 90. He need
Why
the 90.
y'all having all of these damn rhetorics? Like, no, something gotta work.
Yeah, this $900-800 surgery.
How old is he?
The guy who made the post
21.
No, I ain't gonna make him be
Shut
21.
up, Mark. That's my son age. That's nasty.
He's 48. And he needed the surgery. It was $900. His insurance won't cover it. And he was asking guys if anybody had it. And there were several people who, it's crazy, there were several people who had it and several women who talked about it. So, $900.
So, is it fair to say
you gonna put on your credit card?
I put on his credit card? What the fuck?
You gonna reap the benefits, right? Y'all can't split it.
He reaping the benefits.
You gonna reap the benefits too?
Of what?
It working now.
I can walk. I'm in Miami right now. I can find me a Cuban with some ding-a-ling. I can walk down the street.
Listen, you don't love Ricky Ricardo, so you stop playing.
No, I'm looking for Tony. Where's the yayo? That's what I'm looking for right now. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
This your husband, Sharonda. This is your husband.
Oh, that's why I don't ever want to get married no more.
Cause you ain't gonna act right.
Yeah, I'm with you, Mac Mouth. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
But I mean, and in fairness, ain't men gonna do the same thing? If our wife go to jail, if our wife go to jail for 6 years, what are we gonna do, fellas? Are we really gonna wait 6 years for her to come out? No. We ain't gonna do nothing else.
Hey, probably for that. Probably for she sleep her first night in jail.
Before the arraignment, before pre-trial, before.
Yeah, cause we gonna get some when she ain't counted. So I mean, it's funny because we will get mad at women for doing the same thing, but if they do something, and I hear what you're saying, Sharonda, but when you press the button, because women can hold out for a little bit longer because they can do other shit, but at some point, it's like, oh yeah, he went to jail protecting the family, but now who gonna protect the family? Now who gonna scratch this itch? You know, so it's like, you know, and they may not have a regular. They may just need it once or twice every other year, whatever they saying they need, depending on where they are in life. But if they young and still fertile and they can still drop like high, they're not gonna wait 6 years. They're not. And you know, it's funny, you see guys get mad, oh, I can't believe you didn't wait. But we not finna wait. I mean, if we're being honest, like I say, there's some men who probably would wait it out as long as they could, which may be 90 days. Which may be 90 days.
Let's not call names, Mark. Let's not call names.
Oh, Papoose did
it. So, but the thing is just to have that conversation. My husband is going to get the money to help. The conversation has to be had because we don't want to talk about what may happen. When I forgot who it is, but what was the guy that his wife had dementia and him and the housekeeper having a relationship?
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't the housekeeper. It was like a family friend or somebody.
But she was helping take care of his wife, and you know,
yeah.
Like, let's just keep it all here. And everybody was caught. Oh, your wife is this, but she's not his wife. She
was in prison. Yeah,
she's not the woman he married. But you know, and I can't be mad at him. He's still trying to take care of this woman because he still loves her. But should he forego all of his needs that she can't take care of anymore? Should he be a ruthless bastard and divorce her?
No, there was a lady who did the same. Her husband was in a really bad accident and he was left like a paraplegic and brain, like just almost a vegetable, but he was like in one of those scooter things. And she divorced him because financially it made sense because he couldn't get some type of care or whatever. So she divorced him, remarried, and the new husband and herself took care of the ex-husband, who was, medically, messed up. And I think that's honorable. I think it's fair. I think it's, I don't see anything wrong with that, because like you said, people have needs, they have desires, they want the intimacy, they want to have a vibrant and fulfilling relationship with someone. And, if somebody becomes medically and able, do the right thing for that person and yourself. I think two things can happen. I think you can do the right thing for them and do what's best for yourself as well.
And that just needs to be a conversation, because people will judge you for it. But like I said, to me, he's taking care of his wife. So if the lady who's helping him is also the lady who's taking care of them, because again, I mean, we can sit here and do all this, but let's look at history, ladies and gentlemen. When did we find out about our stepbrothers and stepsisters? Half brothers and half sisters at a funeral. We found out somebody was dipping and slipping and chipping. Is it as bad as we make it out to be? And again, this is all biblical. For those of y'all who want to quote the Bible on me, this has been going on since the beginning of time. So why are we acting like it's such a hard thing? Because we don't want to have that conversation. And it's a crucial conversation, because, my thing is, you meet people where they are and you decide if you can deal with what they bring in. That's the only thing. I believe everybody should just be honest about it. So everybody can make a choice, because I've even looked at some poly relationships where the third or fourth wife was only there for security. She wasn't interested in sex, but she liked the security of having a man around.
Listen.
She liked the security of being able to do certain things, and he was there. So we keep making a lot of things about sex, and right now we are talking about it. But if that's all it is, honestly, sex is a physical act. Is it worth losing a committed relationship with because somebody had an itch that needed to be scratched that one of y'all couldn't scratch? We'll say, oh, if you won't do this, somebody else will. So if your partner just wants something that you won't do, should y'all just leave each other because you won't? We were just talking earlier about this, and we're gonna call the pegging thing. If I know women who will leave a man if they find out he like having a finger in his butt. So if that's what he want and he's a good dude, should you leave him, or should you let him go live his fantasy out somewhere else and come back home after he got it out the way? Same thing with women. She wants to do something that the man doesn't want to do, but they love each other. Should they end it? Should they end a relationship over sex? Over sex. Everything else is good. This is the one area where y'all ain't matching. This is where y'all 20% kick in.
You would say no, you wouldn't want it to end, but you got to understand now that
it does.
monogamy is something that most people have been taught from far back as they can remember. There's always monogamy. You find that one person, y'all be together for the rest of your life. And there shouldn't be nobody extra, no extra this, no extra that. So it's been taught to most people all their life. And it's hard to go against what you've been taught.
But it's been taught by people who didn't do it in the first place. Grandma was messing around with the milkman.
But
granddaddy was messing around with the lady 2 blocks up. We've been taught this by people who didn't practice it because they were just repeating the same BS that they had heard. So when we look at this, and again, we're being taught things that we know aren't true. We can go back and look and see this is not what was happening, but we've been we're being manipulated into something, but nobody talks about just conversation, open and honest conversation. You should be able to tell me how you feel without feeling like, oh, if you say something I don't like that, then we got to go, because we don't have to be 100% on the same page. We just don't need to be enemies. So if you want something that I don't want, again, I'm going to use Sharonda. Me and Sharonda love each other to death. We love each other's dirty draws and all that crazy shit that people say.
Right? Why draws got to be dirty though? God damn.
Because that's what everybody says.
Stop saying that. Stop saying that dumb shit. I'm gonna buy you some wet wipes and put them on the back of your toilet.
Don't nobody say I love your clean draws. But we're here.
I don't do dirty draws. I whether you not wear no draws.
Okay, so when I'm going commando, Sharonda love all that about me. But we at the 80-20. But the 20% of things that that where we disagree, Sharonda want me to be happy. I want her to be happy, but we can't fulfill the 20%. Should she not ever have 100% happiness, or should her happiness only come from me? And I think that's what people get. We've told ourselves that this lie that we heard, it's about selfishness. It's about selfishness. You're going to be happy, and you're going to be happy with me, even though I do some things that you don't like. So get over it. Because if you find your 20% of happiness with somebody else, you may leave me. And I think it's still rooted in insecurity. Because, and ladies and gentlemen, again, so me and Sharonda at this 80-20 split. I go off and find my 20% and collect. But Sharonda's the woman of my dreams. I'm coming back home. I ain't leaving Sharonda for nothing to nobody, but the 20% of my needs that aren't being met, why shouldn't I get them met? And if Sharonda loves me, why don't Sharonda want me to be happy? If I love Sharonda and she wants something that I can't do, why am I upset that she gonna do it with somebody else and come home? What you saying, Sharonda?
Oh, I'm always 100%. Fuck you, man.
Somebody's instilled in their mind that that's not right. You shouldn't be able to do that.
Right. And men especially would say that, but we want our 100%, which is why it's okay for us to go out and show our wild oats. So it can't be good for the goose and not good for the gander. We're the same creature. One chromosome separates us. So if it's okay for me to go out and sow my wild oats and get my 20% fixed, why can't Sharonda do the same thing? Again, we're not going to leave each other. We realize that we are for each other. We just disagree on a couple of things. So why shouldn't she go be happy? Why can't she go get it from time to time? Why can't I go get it from time to time? We still gonna come back and be together. But there's a whole.
Well, why y'all just can't do it together then? Like,
that's what I'm saying, because whatever it is,
that I don't understand.
Because whatever it is, we don't agree on. That's why I said we're gonna stick with the 80-20, which is the norm. There's 20% things that we ain't on the same page with. We just not on the same page. So whatever it is, why do I care? Why do I care? Why do I care? I mean, you're not gonna leave. Why does all of your there's no one person who can fulfill all of your happiness. Not even kids can't do it. So when you need the other part, why do we restrict somebody from getting the other part? No matter who you love, Sharonda, they had something that you didn't care for about them. Now we may look over some things, but when they want us to do certain things, like this ain't. Because if they do it, they not putting their energy into it. They're doing it because you want to, and you feel that. I don't drink wine, so I don't want to go to a wine tasting event. I will go to a wine tasting event with you, but when it comes time to taste, I don't want to drink isopropyl. I'm not gonna do it. But if you're having a good time, I'm having a good time for you. But when say, I don't want to go out with you if you're not gonna drink wine. Why I gotta drink wine? You like wine. I like tequila, but tequila too strong for you. So we have a small disagreement about something. So who should give what? Well, once you go hang out with people who like drink wine, I'm going to hang out with people who like drink tequila. The things that divide us are not deal breakers. It's everybody having their own personality. Sharonda out doing her thing. She's by herself. She don't want nobody with her all the time. I don't know about Sharonda. She may do. But most of us need our own personal time. We need time away from our partner so we can miss them and appreciate them. Because if you're around them 24/7, boy, that's a handful.
I can't do it.
So why not let her have fun somewhere else if she gonna still come home and take care of business and everything else?
But tell my ex that, because hell, he wanted me to be.
You know what? We're gonna bring your ex on the show. We're gonna bring your ex on the show because it's like the third time you want me to talk to your ex. See,
because he retarded. He retarded. He thought about the 80-20, not realizing it was all 100% around here. But you just want to be up under me all goddamn day.
And Yolanda, you shouldn't have to. But that's where we get the people who, and she says, I'm not normally sharing my partner's sex with. That's just never going to happen. But this is why these conversations have to be had. And this is why I don't like when people tell what they want up front, because then you create something, you create a character. Because somebody who wants you will say things that they know you want to hear. They'll say things that they know you want to hear. That goes for men and women both. They'll say what they know you want to hear.
So I don't want to change the subject, but this along the same lines, because we call it the medical procedure, but isn't it still a sexual thing when somebody else's sperm impregnates your lady?
Wait, what? Say that again?
When you get artificial insemination.
Yeah.
Isn't that's still like, that's not you and your lady doing that. That's you and somebody else doing that.
Yeah, it's only when you get bust through the mattress. Like that's you're
Just
not
looking
getting
at it on the physical side. Okay.
yeah, you're not going to Pound Town with a syringe.
I don't know what you did in that room.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a
No.
difference, but like,
And I think a lot of times it might be it's an agreement at that point. Wouldn't
Sure.
you say?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Like
Right.
if your little soldier's not swimming and you guys want a baby and they got to go the artificial route, because a lot of time men blame the women, but it don't be the women. It be because y'all keep and y'all don't know how to stop.
So and yeah, and they can figure out the source of the problem anyway. So
Yeah, no. I don't think that's the same. You got to go to Pound Town.
So DVP was saying something, but I'll just say this. I wanted to add this. Took a note here, so I'm just going to throw it out there in the ether. But my philosophy on relationships has changed just about every 10 years. What I wanted at 20 is not what I wanted at 30. Is not what I wanted at 40. Is not what I wanted at 50. So this whole thing ain't constant.
Yeah.
You there's variations, and you change with experiences and how your life is moving. So that's what I'm putting out there.
I like to think that it's more of an evolution of sorts. The idea of it is that you get better with age, you get better with time, you get wiser supposedly, and you evolve into a different version of yourself. And honestly, I think when you evolve into a different or a new version of yourself, it calls for a new person that aligns with you. Because the person that aligned with me at 20, the age I am now, they no longer align with me. So
and Sharonda, I think that's probably the core of a lot of divorces, because people I don't think people understand that when you migrate and you move within a relationship, other person got to move with you. Really do.
Yeah.
And because that's the natural evolution of your relationship. And when that doesn't happen, now all of a sudden I'm out here, I want to jet set and I want to travel, and you over here, you like, I just want to stay in the living room on the couch. That ain't gonna work too good. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you want that person to just stay with you. You got to be free enough to just say, okay, well, go ahead, do your trips. I ain't the traveling type, but I'm gonna go every now and then. That might work. But if you just say, nah, I ain't doing it, well, you're gonna have a problem on your hands.
But that comes into the 80-20 that BVP talked about. 80% is perfect.
Yeah.
That little 20%, let them go do what they want to do and enjoy themselves and come on back to the 80%.
Yeah, true.
But a lot of people want to say in that 20%, if it's sex in that 20%, that fuck is over with it, dead in the water.
And see, one of the things that we fail to realize, and Colette, you touched on it, and it's, to me, it sucks, because we take these marriage vows and we use them not knowing what they mean or who stated them or why we follow them. But when you're in a growth process, if we're growing and we're not growing together, especially if we're growing apart, then why am I fighting to keep this? In sickness and health and all the other stuff, those things sound good, but we're in the middle of a war now because we're diametrically opposed, because I'm growing up, you're growing out. So how are we trying to hold this together because of some vow we made that nobody else keeps? Nobody else keeps. Rich or poor is a big thing. And I'm going to use Sharonda, I'm going to use Yolanda, I'm going to use Colette. How willingly are y'all willing to stay with a man who lets y'all be homeless?
Wait a minute, let us be what?
who is okay with y'all being homeless. He's fucked off all the money. He's a gambler. He's an addict. That's sickness and health. Ain't too many people staying with that. Your crew ain't gonna tell you to stay with a junkie or somebody who's fucking everything off. So we got these vows. They're cute. And gentlemen, don't get it twisted. I'm all for a woman helping her man out when he needs it, if he's earned it. But if he's always been a leech to her and he's continued, a guy told me, man, if a woman won't stay in a car with me, she ain't the woman for me. What the fuck?
But that's because people they romanticize struggle love.
The struggle.
Yeah, I'm not struggling. I'm not struggling. I'm not struggling.
And that's the thing. So when you get me and I got these jobs and I'm making X amount of dollars, I'm like, you know what, babe, I'm tired of this shit. I'm just gonna quit everything. You can take care of me. Why should a woman stand up because she made a vow that the guy ain't holding up, or vice versa? And this is why, you know, I hear this. Lord knows I've been married enough to know this is bullshit. But ain't nobody trying to hear that, because if we're not growing together, Mo said it perfectly. Who I was at 20 ain't who I was at 30, ain't who I was at 40, damn sure who I was at 50. And at 60, I'm in a whole nother mindset. And I gotta know the same things aren't as important to me, or they've changed the priority. So if I'm there and let's just say I meet the woman of my dreams. She ain't never had a wild lifestyle. And somewhere along the way, she started talking to Sharonda and all them, and she want to have a wild lifestyle. Well, now I ain't about that life. But we've said in we've said in sickness and health and yada 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 yada. So why do you still want to be with that? Right, you can say you'll never be with home, but we talking about the guy that you're with. Because see, I can say this as a sheriff. Women have trusted men to do the right thing. That's why I believe if I'm with a woman, see the mail, make sure I'm paying the bills. They didn't know they was on the verge of getting put out. We saw that doing a whole damn 6-7 year period where these guys would never tell a woman that they lost their job. They getting dressed, going somewhere every day. They running home, getting the mail. They done forward the mail to another P.O. box so you can't see it. And here come the marshal or the sheriff evicting you. These women didn't think they were going to be homeless. They thought their man had a decent job. He was still using the credit card, but since you don't see the bills, so most people don't plan to be homeless. Lots of people don't plan to be homeless. But guess who's the last somebody to tell you that they lost a job? A man. Because he don't want to seem like a fed because he know you're going to leave. So he going to lie. So does he still get the same respect he would have got if I say, hey, Sharonda, something happened, I just lost my job, babe. Can you help me pick up the slack? Sharonda should help me then if I've been working. But if she found out 3-4 months later, I've been lying the whole time, why am I expecting her to stay with me when I sat there and willfully misled her? It ain't like I didn't know I didn't have a job no more. I'm getting up, going to work every day. She doing all the things she's supposed to do as a wife or primary partner, whatever we want to call in this scenario. So we can get married. We can believe in all this fairy tale stuff. But when somebody violates the vows, why is the other person supposed to stick with the violation?
The breach of contract.
So, you know, when we say this, that's why I actually like people who write their own vows better, because the traditional vows are based on lies.
They're unrealistic.
Well, it's I think it's limited too, because you hear for richer, for poorer, for sickness and health, right? There's a lot of other shit that's not even in that statement.
Yeah.
A bunch.
But like we just discussed, if we do in sickness and health, when one of us gets sick, does that mean the other one should miss out on life because the other one is sick? If I become a paraplegic, should Sharonda forsake the rest of her life to take care of me and never see happiness again? Because her happiness ain't in taking care of me.
Ass to Piedmont Park and leave there.
She'll already tell you how she feel about dirty draws. If I'm a paraplegic, please you don't have some dirty draws. She don't tell you how she feel about that. But she gonna stick to the motto, why should she lose out on happiness to take care of me? I mean, some things in reality don't make a whole lot of sense. Even if she chooses to stay around and take care of me and help me with this home health shit, she should still lead a happy life and be able to do what she do. Oh, she got to stay faithful to a man that can't give her none of the things that she needs. Sex may not be in her top 5, but if it's still in her top 10, what's she supposed to do about it? What's she supposed to do about it? She's supposed to let me cut my wheelchair on, and she's supposed to, ride the battery because it'll vibrate. No, I mean, so when we do this, And collect what we don't do. We don't take things personal. We're just talking about generally. Because most guys do not let their person become homeless. But we ain't gonna act like it don't happen. We're not gonna act like there's some women who don't depend totally on a male's income because he started off as a provider and that was his role. We know people who didn't let their women work. But when they lost a job, they never asked her, hey, man, I need you to come out. I need you to help me now because you can get a job. But when I was rolling, you didn't need a job. I mean, hell, look at all the athletes who go broke. They got girlfriends and spouses, but they didn't want them to work either. So when we're doing that, and that's all I'm saying, at some point, even if we're not talking about non-monogamy, ethicalness has to kick into it. We have to start having honest conversations, hard conversations, and we have to talk about the bad things. If these happen, what do we do next? Because, lots of people cheat, not just men. Women and men both cheat because of emotional security. So a lot of women who cheat just need to be held by somebody. A lot of women who cheat just need to be told they're beautiful because the man has taken advantage of the situation and doesn't appreciate her anymore. Once they get that safe and secure feeling, they're ready to go.
Women who cheat, they want to fuck. Stop making up them extra excuses for
but
them.
See, and Mark, but that's all they want to do. They don't want a relationship. So once they get that out their system, they're ready to come back and be a great partner. They ready because they just need to take care of whatever.
Yeah, they want to get fucked. Stop making them excuses for women.
But that's what I'm saying. But I'm not, and I'm just saying sometimes that's all they need. Most of the women, when I was paying Pleat the plumber, they would make it up front. They were not leaving their husband. They just wanted to join the bedroom portion of it. So they wanted to come out and play. They wanted to come out and play, but they were not going to leave their husband. They was not going to do shit with me other than what they wanted to. They wanted 47 minutes of my time, and they was going back home. So, right, and we said, and so do that.
I'm sorry, DVP. Was somebody timing some shit, man? You said 47 minutes. Who was timing, man?
Hey, man.
You said 47. Who the hell was sitting on the side with the timer, man?
Hey, man, sometimes people go, hey, bro, you'll be surprised. Some of these people who they got a time, they got to be back. So they know how long it takes to get to you, how long it takes to get back. So once they get to you, hey, if they got to be home at 10 o'clock and they don't get to you to 9:15, they got to, you got to get it in. Ain't no time for getting to know each other, none of the other shit. They got to get what they got to end. Hey, once you know your role in somebody's life, perform your role. What do they say? Stop step. Why we see all these little boyfriend side piece contracts? And don't be calling me then. Don't be calling me then. Everybody got to know what they're there for. And if you know, hey, you see, sometimes you got to set the timer. Hey, man, I got to be back home at 10 o'clock. It take me 30 minutes to get home. So, hey, you got 25 minutes to get the show popping. Because we got to be finished. I got to be finished. You keep doing what you're doing, but I got to be finished. So, you know, they ain't finna mess up home intentionally. They know what they got to do. They know. But again, at some point, we got to address the monkey in the room. Are we still satisfying each other? Are you still happy? We might used to talk about every 6 months, couples should revisit where they are to see if things are the same. And again, I'm going to use, me and Sharonda can start dating. We start dating January. In June, we should have another conversation because now we've been together. There's some things about me that have changed because I've been around her. There's some things about her that have changed because she's been around me. See, my favorite meal used to be this. Sharonda may make a mean meatball soup, and now I like that. So what I like when she first met me ain't the same. Sharonda might have not liked this, but we've been on a couple of dates. We've been to this place. Now this is where she likes going. So this is why we have to keep having updated conversations because too many times we stay stuck in where we met. That's the same person that we're still with. But why are you in a relationship if you're not growing? Y'all should be teaching each other something, and things should be changing.
Because
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, just because I got an engineering background, I think in this way, but just look at a damn phone, right? We started off with this analog thing with wires, then we went to this big mobile thing, then we started going to these little mobile things. So if you look at the whole timeline of cell phones, they've changed over the years. Relationship gonna do the damn same thing. Exact same thing. So you got to keep looking at it and figuring out what you need now. Because I can tell you right now, for sure, for me, I don't need what I used to need. What I used to need before, like I used to want that snuggling, cuddling. I don't need none of that. Y'all keep all that now. I'm old. I don't need that, man. But it was a time where I was like, yeah, I want to snuggle and cuddle and all that. I don't need that no more though. But so anyway, there's a continuum, and you got to change along with it. Figure out what you need as you go through it.
And bro, when she going through that hot flash stage, she don't want none of that cuddling. You try to cuddle with her, boy, you gonna unleash the whole crew of Taliban. She would rather do anything than be held by your ass. Hey, if y'all living in Alaska or somewhere it's cold, she might go for that. But if you in the South, that cuddling ain't finna happen. You're gonna be lucky if you can hold her hand at night. She ain't. Hey, once you get it, it's like a boxing match. Once you get it, everybody go to their corner and separate. Ain't no
Hey, DVP.
They straight gangsters.
Hey, when it's cold, we don't even put the heat on. I just snuggle up to the heater, and I'm good, boy. I don't need nothing.
Touch you if you want to, and draw back a node. Hey man, y'all see, it's 7:56, but we done passed everything. All right. You know how we done had a good time. I want to thank Khalid. I know this was her first time. She introduced herself. She came in like a little gangbanger. And she was doing her thing. I'm gonna talk trash next show. I'm gonna talk trash next show, Khalid. I'm just letting you know. I gave you your first time was grace, but everybody's fair game. Everybody's fair game. And Cinema, how you gonna come late? You on some Robert shit. You just come at the end of the show. You know what the hell is Robert anyway? He ain't here to talk about it. But this is what we do, ladies and gentlemen. We try to touch on some uncomfortable conversation topic, have a little fun, but you got to start thinking about these things. We can't keep living in these fairy tale dreams where we think ain't nothing gonna never go wrong. I don't know nobody who been in a relationship where ain't nothing went wrong. And as much as they happen, most of us have been in more than 3 relationships. We don't ever prepare for things to go wrong or talk about them ahead of time. We got to stop being scared of that. That's gonna be our downfall, acting like ain't nothing gonna ever happen. Not accepting your own faults, not accepting that you may not accept other people's faults. All right, you ain't scared, shawty. You ain't from Bankhead. This ain't what you want. So, with that said, we're gonna it's 7:57. We're gonna get our parting shot. Sharonda eating, so I'm gonna let her go on and finish. I was gonna say something dirty since the show is already X-rated. But hey, Mark just touched his glass like he the smart man. So Mark, go on and give us the parting shot while Sharonda chewing.
I'll tell you like this, man. Just find your female doctor, let her put her finger in your ass once every 5-10 years and you'll be okay. But make sure you fucking help. It ain't gay if a woman do it. Next thing is monogamy is a choice. It's normal based on society. But do whatever you want to do what works for you. If you want to do anything different, just be open and honest about it.
Sharonda, you ready or do I need to let Mo go?
Let Mo go.
Mo, do your thing.
All right, so just think about it this way. Change is a part of life. It's going to happen. We get older, we get uglier, we get, we get less time, everything changes. So keep that in mind as you're going through these relationships, because as you're changing, you might have to modify how you do things, how you see things, and how you say things. Because I'm old now, I say stuff. It comes out, man. And I don't know what to tell you, but I'm just telling you, be aware of that. And, be aware of the change, embrace the change, and make it work for you.
Sharonda, you ready yet?
I'm ready. I just got one question.
Hold on, we scared first. So where my filter at? Let me put the thing on Sharonda, Mike. Go ahead. What's your one question?
Why do you do that?
Do what?
Okay, I got a question. A serious question. Real fast. What do you call someone with no body and no nose?
Everybody's scared to answer. So we're going to just listen to you.
Nobody knows.
So we know who's going to be banned next show. We know who's going to be banned next show.
Wait, hold on. Okay.
Hey, I enjoyed this until we had that bad mom joke. We're not gonna have a joke section no more, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling y'all. We had fun.
Next week.
I'm DVP. There's Mo, Mark, Sharonda. If y'all want to talk about something, inbox one of us, inbox all of us. If you know how to reach us, tell us what you want to talk about. If you think you want to be a guest on the show, feel free to let us know. Just don't come with no BS. We ain't gonna say what people. We ain't gonna just talk just for people to hear what we got to say. We're trying to impart some wisdom, and we want to invoke conversation. We want to have fun while we're doing it. Again, remember, freedom of speech is there, but freedom of speech don't make you free from consequences. So if you say something, be 10 toes down. If you ain't ready for the consequences, STFU, have a frosty mug of it. But y'all know what it is. Until next week, peace, popcorn, and chicken grease, and we out.